Hello, so I run into this a lot. That's a broken drain valve, especially on Rheem. The drain valves get really hot under pressure and heat over time, and then you go to remove it or tighten it or something and it shears off. So it's plastic and it's stuck inside there. So how I get it out is I use a very skinny screwdriver. So a long skinny screwdriver, flathead, and a mallet, and I position the screwdriver on the edge of the plastic and I just cut a line in it basically, and I hit that in with the mallet, being very careful not to get to the threads. So I always leave, I don't know, like a millimeter or half a millimeter or something like that, not to get to the threads, and I'll cut a line on one side all the way through as best I can, and then I'll switch over maybe 1/4 of an inch to the other side, and I just kind of dig out a channel through the broken drain valve, and then I knock that section out. So once that section is removed from the water heater drain, then that frees up tension, and then usually you can maneuver the rest of it out and pry that out. So I'm going to attempt to show that in this video. Just kind of digging out that section. You can kind of see there's still some in there, but basically just digging it out. So there's the second one. I went greater than 1/4 of an inch. I almost split it in two, but this one's coming out pretty nicely every time I tap it. I'm getting through it pretty quick. I mean, the whole thing took like 60 seconds. So here's kind of the progress that I'm at now. So I got most of it out by just kind of tapping on it. You can see there's still plastic on the threads, quite a bit. So I'm going to try and clean it up a little bit more by just lightly tapping in where the plastic is and then just prying it up. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to thread in a piece of pipe and try and clean the threads up that way. And if that doesn't work, the ultimate way to get that plastic out is to use a torch. I suppose you could use a heat gun too. Use a heat gun and obviously soften up the plastic to the point where you can thread in a piece of pipe and you're just cutting the plastic on the metal threads. You know what? I'm gonna try that with a heat gun. Let's try that. All right. Putting the heat gun directly on the plastic. Melted, and then I'll thread this piece of brass pipe in. I cleaned up the threads on that, so they're nice and sharp and clean. Let's see how that works. I'm gonna give this another, it's on high. I've got the blower on high. Just a regular heat gun here. And by not using a torch, I don't have to worry about lighting anything on fire and melting the insulation. It'll probably melt a little bit, but at least it's not going to catch on fire. Show you what that looks like. Okay, so I've had it on there about a minute and a half. High heat. Let's see how this thread's on here. You can see I haven't done too much to the insulation, but I should be melting that plastic drain valve on the threads, the little pieces that I want. Alright, let's do this quickly here while I'm filming. Oops. Hold on, sucker. Alright, there it is. Got it started. And it looks like it's on there pretty straight. I'm gonna get a wrench. All right, so I was able to get it threaded in there. About 4 or 5 complete turns. So I'm gonna back it out and see how far in I got. I suppose I could always put the blower, the heat blower, on the pipe while it's in here and keep things melted and probably force it a little bit further, but I want to see how it looks, whether I got through to the other side. All right, I cut the threads pretty good. There is a little bit of plastic on there, probably the last two. You can see it down there at the bottom. But for the most part, it will thread on. Probably enough to stop the water from coming out. So it's like 75%, 80% of the threads are clean, except for, you can see it right there on that bottom row down there. So I might try it one more time with the heat gun and see if I can't completely clean those out, or actually I'll probably just use a wire bristle and a drill and see if I can knock the rest of that out. All right, so I've got like a 1-inch wire bristle here. Get some speed going. Okay, I cleaned up the threads pretty good. Shiny. See if it's still down there at the bottom. Yeah, I don't see it. I think that did it. Anyway, that's how I get those broken drain valves out of there. I think I see a little section, little thread right there that I nicked with the screwdriver. See that on the very end? Right there, that little line, but that's not gonna matter. Teflon tape, pipe dope. So looks like there might be one over there too. You can see it, that last. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, the 4th thread right there. So when you do use a screwdriver to get the little channel in there, if you hit it, you will put a little line in there. But as long as you don't drive a line directly through all those threads, you can hit 1 or 2. Actually, it looks like maybe I hit 2 of them, kind of the other one there. So, not ideal, but it shouldn't leak. I'm going to test this water heater right after this, so I'll know if it's leaking out of there. But I do this all the time. This is how I get them out. So you want to go shallow. I suppose you could use a blade or something too to cut the plastic with, but the idea is to get material out of your way so that you can pry the rest of that drain valve out. And then if you have residue in there, you can use heat of some sort, like a torch or a heat gun, to melt it. And then you just thread a clean piece of pipe in to kind of clean the threads up and cut the threads. And then I use a bristle, you can see that, on my drill to clean everything up. Thanks for watching.